Hello there, welcome along to LFC TV's Premier League review show here on YouTube. Now, if you are enjoying the content, do make sure to subscribe for even more of us. And it was a really nice start, wasn't it, for the new boss? 2-0 away at Ipswich on Saturday. We're going to start with the goal sequence graphic for that opening goal for Liverpool, as 10 of the 11 players you can see here were involved, Mells.
It was almost the perfect team goal to start the season off for Liverpool, yeah. I mean, you might not be able to see there, but there's one player missing who didn't touch the ball. So we've started it on the halfway line on that left-hand side, back to the centre halves. Goalkeeper gets involved as well, Alisson, so it's not Alisson. Out to the right full-back position, the right back area, and then we work it down that right-hand side. The one player's number you cannot see on there, Dominic Szoboszlai, the only one not to touch it.
OK, we've seen the science behind it. Talk us through the actual goal then, of course, finished off by Diogo Jota.
Yeah, so as we showed, it sort of round about the halfway line, and I thought what we did well, and you look at the shape of Liverpool, is picking up the second ball. As the ball's there, the challenging ball, the duel, who's picking up that second ball? You've got Gravenberch deep, you've also got McAllister in that sort of position, just hovering around trying to pick up that second ball, which is what he does. So that's how Liverpool regain possession of the ball. Diaz keeps the ball nicely, and that, as we showed you from that graphic, we work the ball from the left-hand side, patient, out to this right-hand side with Konate, no options, back to the goalkeeper. Alisson's involved under a little bit of pressure. You know, we're patient, we're moving the ball, just trying to work that little bit of space where now we can get at the opposition. Look at the size of the gap between the two centre-halves. Really comfortable at making the pitch big, nice and wide. And it makes it difficult for those Ipswich players who are trying to close the ball down, win the ball back there. Good ball in from Konate. And look at this. We mentioned about Ipswich being brave, man for man. That's 4v4 at the back. And you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold in space. Trent could pick any one of them 4 passes, because that's what Trent does. You can see that. He can pick it out, no problem. So that's where Ipswich have sort of let themselves down there, allowing Trent that sort of space. What a ball. I mean, what a ball that is. And again from Salah, and bang into the back of the net. We'd actually missed a couple of big chances just before that. This was a good spell from Liverpool to get the opening goal. So the passing from Konate, the simpler pass could have been to Trent, but being encouraged to play that ball into central midfield. And Ryan Gravenberch deserves a lot of credit here, because you can see sort of the space between the lines, between the Ipswich press, and he drives into that space from sort of the 6th defensive midfield position. Good first touch. He's under a little bit of pressure. There's his options. Could he go maybe to Trent? Could he go maybe to Szoboszlai or Salah? So they're the options he has by receiving the ball from Konate there. Decides to go forward. Lovely little give and go, isn't it, from Salah? I mean, there's not many players, I don't think, in the Premier League who can pick this pass out. That is an unbelievable pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's by the halfway line. He picks the gap. The weight of pass is perfect for Salah. And then he's in behind the Ipswich defence. But the decision-making is key. It really is from Salah. Because he's made the run in that position. The score's 0-0. Now, most centre-forwards, day one, they want to score a goal. Decision-making. How good is your decision-making? Somebody's in a better position. That is how unselfish Mo Salah was there. Jota's in a better position. I'm going to play the ball. I'm not going to go for the glory myself. 0-0, get the opener. Squares the ball to Jota. I'm actually thinking the goalkeeper's done well, because he's covered from the near post across his goal very quickly. That finish isn't as easy as maybe you thought at first. It's a simple tap-in, open goal. Only a short corner he's got there, a little bit of space. Jota puts it away nicely. People are asking about the offside, nowhere near, you can see there. Salah times his run really well, in behind the Ipswich defence, so no problems there for offside, VAR getting involved. And it's that pass into the space. Again, Jota's onside. That pass takes the goalkeeper out and the defender. Brilliant from Salah. And nice to see Jota getting off the mark, wasn't it? He got off the mark against Sevilla in pre-season. And there we go, first game of the season, 1-0 Jota.
Yeah, Diogo Jota picking up where he left off last season, really. His 10th goal involvement in his last 10 Premier League games. It's 7 goals and 3 assists. Obviously, you mentioned Mohamed Salah there. Let's have a look at goal number 2, because only 5 minutes later, I think it was, he goes from provider to scorer. No surprises that he gets himself a goal on the opening day of a Premier League season once again.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we have seen from Mo Salah in terms of he's looked really sharp, hasn't he, in pre-season. We're thinking he's going to be raring to go day one. Assist and a goal. That was his 300th goal involvement in his 350th Liverpool game. That is world-class numbers. Unbelievable, it really is. So sensational stuff from Salah. And it's just about being alert, isn't it, inside the penalty area, reacting quickest inside. Virgil van Dijk, we know what he can do with that diag. Simple pass to Konate, but he recognises Ipswich have left Salah 1v1 with the left full-back. It was a brave tactic from Ipswich, really was, to leave a player of that ability 1v1. There you go. Nice little graphic for you. There's the diag from Virgil, left centre-half to right wing. Dominic Szoboszlai deserves a lot of credit. Look at where he is now and look at the ground he covers to be in a position just to try and get the ball off Salah. He's near the D, the centre circle, and then he really gets involved and supports Mo Salah there. So it covers a lot of ground to get into that position. Salah, you can see, he's looking for that support, maybe thinking about getting the ball into Jota closed off there. And that's where the support's really important from Szoboszlai. Defender switches off, ball watching, Salah runs off the back of him, top centre forward play, poor defending, onside again. No, not even close. Tuanzebe, the right full back for Ipswich, playing him onside and then just sort of pokes it home. Here we go. Look how close this was to the goalkeeper saving it. I didn't realise how close it was. Spreads himself, the goalie. Oh, he nearly gets there, doesn't he? Just sort of pokes it underneath him. In it goes for 2-0. And it was a really good spell from Liverpool. And what I liked about this was, again, decision making in that sort of position. Some players might be tempted, if the goalkeeper's coming out, might try and dink him. I think if he dinks him, I think the goalkeeper saves it. But Salah recognises, I'm going to go low because the goalkeeper's not quite set there. And so that decision making in that split second is the difference between maybe the goalkeeper saving it and the ball being in the back of the net.
Yeah, he will have really enjoyed that one, Mohamed Salah. Nice little celebration as well there. That takes Mo to 14 goal involvements on the opening day, 9 goals and 5 assists. You said it before, but they are world-class numbers. Just
unbelievable. He really is. And like you say, any attacking player wants to start the season well, and Salah has consistently. Season after season, he delivers, doesn't he? And you can see there, it's not just the goals, it's the assists as well. And I think he'd be made up, won't he, to go ahead of Rooney, Lampard and Shearer, who were on 8 goals. But the assists as well. Only Chelsea last season he didn't score in. He scored in every other match day one for Liverpool.
Yeah, and it's fair to say he could have had even more in that goals column we just showed you there. There were probably 3 more decent chances for him in that second half. You've picked them out here.
Yeah, just showing a little bit of Salah's contribution in the game. Magnificent, joy to watch. At it, fully fit, looking sharp. Here we go, some of the moments from Salah. Second half, you're thinking, how on earth has he been denied here? This is going in. Look at that for a block. No way is the goalie getting there. Denied by really good defending. I think you have to say that from Ipswich there. Good defending was Greaves there. This is at 2-0. What a big chance it was. Lovely ball from Szoboszlai. He's in on goal. Look at this for an angle. I think either side of the goalkeeper. It's in the back of the net. But this one, straight at the goalkeeper. So they got away with that one, Ipswich. But big chance for Salah. Just makes things happen. Creates panic back there. And is constantly involved. Good connection there, forces the save from the goalkeeper. Here again, the movement. The movement's outstanding. He has that understanding, doesn't he, with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Goalkeeper gets there, but his movement's there. And this again, decision-making. Could shoot himself, sets Trent up there for the shot just over. Finding the space. What about this for a ball? Wow. Over to Diaz there. And then we're on the attack, trying to create something. And then the simple stuff as well. You know, he's in this sort of position, wide on the right-hand side. Little ball in, and all of a sudden we can get... He just has the lot. Yeah. Goals, assists, link-up play, hold-up play. Brilliant to watch.
Yeah, and I think that the sheer volume of really good chances created in that second half will obviously have been really encouraging for the boss. You've got 2 more to look at here, and starting with Luis Diaz, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we've scored 2. We could quite easily have had more. It was great to watch. Some of the football that second half. Luis Diaz, probably disappointed he's not scored. But again, he gets into some great positions. He really does, and causes the opposition all kinds of problems. Couple of chances to show you. You can see here again the build-up from Liverpool, from Trent to Konate, back to Alisson. We showed you his involvement for one of the Liverpool goals. So we will see this, you know, with that patient build-up. Diaz actually starts the move out on that left-hand side. Just watch what he does. So he's given the ball there, and then he wants to get involved. Nice play from Szoboszlai and Trent. Look at Diaz, desperate to get involved. Finally gets into a position because Trent's now sort of penalty spot. He can play it to Diaz. He could even find Salah in that position. But Diaz has covered that much ground. He becomes an option for Trent. And I think what you would say is there, The goalkeeper's coming out. He might have been tempted to square it to Salah, who's onside. He's tried to lift it over the goalkeeper and just got a little bit too much on it. This was a massive chance, 0-0. And for Diaz, you can see the frustration. Covered a lot of ground to get there and just didn't quite set himself for the finish. In the end, just got a little bit too much on it. Here we go. As the goalkeeper comes out, just tries to flick it over him. Big chance, really big chance for Diaz there. I think people were asking, was it a penalty? Not going to see a penalty given for that one. So that was a real big opportunity for Diaz.
Yeah, frustration for Luis Diaz, but the chances were still coming, weren't they? Only 3 minutes later, Liverpool created an even better one, wasn't it, for Diogo Jota?
I think we all thought, how's he missed that? Jota doesn't miss them chances, but he did. Put it right a minute or so later when he did score. Yeah, massive chance. Again, the game's at 0-0. Diaz has just had that chance. The chances are starting to come and you're thinking, we need to put one of these away. We want to get that opening goal. And this was another one of those big chances. Jota, good, really good team move it was from Liverpool. Work it out on that left-hand side. Diaz involved. Decent block from the Szoboszlai effort there. Decent block from McAllister. Look at all the red shirts in and around the penalty area, wanting to keep the ball alive, which is what we do. I love this from Trent. Everyone's expecting him to pass the ball to Canate. The Ipswich lad is. It's a simple, but what an effective dummy that is. So does him an absolute treat. Movement's key inside the area. Szoboszlai makes a brilliant run across the centre half, and that's what gives the space for Jota just behind him. So good run from midfield from Szoboszlai. And you're thinking, how's that not gone in? Look how close he is. He's sort of right in the centre of goal, 6 yards out. You're thinking he's going to burst the back of the net. This last angle shows you just how close it was. I don't think Jota could believe it either. But good play from Liverpool. Really good ball in, wasn't it, from Trent? Good run from Szoboszlai. Jota can't believe it. But that's what top attackers do. They don't dwell on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
He'd missed the chance. Minute later, he's celebrating the goal.
Yeah.